Hey there, students, it's Miss Stasny. I made you a video, well, I'm making it right now, of how to start your outline notes for the speech. And so I'm going to guide you through this a little bit using my awesome new iPad to make a little video. So I'm taking a look back here and seeing if I've got everything I need. I need this paper, the speech work sample paper that describes the steps. I need my topics paper that says 8th grade speeches and has 4 different topics on it. And I'm going to need my book. I've got it open to the chapter that I'm using as my example, the Mexicano Contributions to the Southwest. So, our first step is to read about and research your topic. Use the textbook pages listed on the topics paper and make an outline of notes. So you guys are going to inform yourselves using the textbook about this topic. And so the first thing I have to do is look at my topics paper and decide what do I actually want to learn about and talk about in my speech. Topic number 4, Mexicano Contributions to the Southwest, has the option of choosing 1 or choosing 4 of these topics. So I'm going to look them over and kind of just choose some. So gold, silver, and copper mining, I'm definitely interested in that, because that's all about the money. And cattle ranching, the rancho and the roundup, cowboys, their clothing, gear, and lingo, I'm interested in that. Sheep raising, the Spanish system and its adoption by Americans, irrigated farming, Mexican system, America's fruit basket, Mexican food, the food revolution, and a new style of clothing, I'm interested in that. And I'm interested in the Mexicano entertainments, music, dancing, fiestas, and rodeos. So I've chosen 4 topics that I'm going to include in my speech. I do not have to learn about these other things. So a question is listed up here. How was the American Southwest influenced and benefited by the Mexican citizens living in the newly conquered areas of the United States? And in order to figure that out, I've got to go look at the book. And so in the book, there's an introduction. I highly suggest that you read the chapter introduction. It will familiarize you with the topic, and it might give you some interesting details to use in your speech. So here's the introduction. Before I read it, though, I'm going to set up a piece of paper for my outline. Here's that piece of paper. You would put the title of your topic, your speech, basically, and then I'm going to take some notes just on anything that seems interesting that I might want to include in my speech from the introduction. After I had done that, I would move ahead and start taking notes on the subtopics. These are called subtopics because they're like smaller topics compared to the large topic, which is the Mexicano contributions. These are smaller, so they're subtopics. And if I look in the chapter, and if you look in the chapter, under any of these topics, you will find that everything is in order. These are in order. So I'm going to go to the book and look for the gold, silver, and copper mining section. And there it is. It's the first section about mining contributions. It's 1 page. I'm going to read that page and take some notes. So we're assuming that I've already taken notes on the introduction. And I'm going to put it as a heading on here. Gold mining. So I can look at this paper and see what I need to talk about. I need to talk about these 3 things: gold, silver, and copper mining. The cool thing is that the book is organized really well. It has a section called gold mining. It has a section called silver and copper mining. I'm just going to read through that, figure out what seems important to help the class understand how the Mexicanos contributed to gold mining and what would be interesting for the class to learn about, and I'm going to put those notes here in bullet points. So I would read and take the notes, then I would move on to silver and copper mining and put that as another heading over here. This way, when I go to write my paper, I will have notes that are really easy to turn into a speech. The next topic I was interested in is cowboys, their clothing, gear, and lingo. I'm going to go to the book and flip through until I find that section. There's cattle ranching, there's the cowboy. So this section's going to all be about the cowboy. And as I'm reading the book and noticing different things, I can look at the pictures and know that I will have those pictures available to me when I do my speech. I have made copies of those pictures for you guys, so if you want to show one, you can take notes on it. You might take notes about the caption right here, and just those are the things that you can point out to the class. Many people in the class will not be familiar with your topic at all unless they did the same topic as you, and you'll probably all say a few different things that'll make it interesting. So I would just continue taking notes about the different topics and writing down. This doesn't mean that you only need 3 notes. It just, that's an estimate for what I'm guessing you might need at least to make sure that the class understands it and that your speech is long enough. And then I would continue to take notes on each of those subtopics as I go through the book. If you also want to go online and get more information, you can do that. A good thing to note is if you're doing the United States versus Mexico, you have to cover all of these things. It's a really interesting topic, and you just touch on each of these a little bit. Whereas with the other topics, it often says choose a certain number. So I hope that helps you to start your outlines today, and Miss Spain is there to help you as much as she can too. Now it's just on you to do the learning, to share it with us. Thanks a lot.